Welcome to the Oligo News. In a shocking turn of events, U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky clashed during a recent White House meeting. The confrontation has raised concerns about Ukraine's international support and its ongoing conflict with Russia. Let's delve into the details of this heated exchange and its implications for Ukraine's future. The meeting, initially aimed at solidifying a minerals deal and discussing steps toward a ceasefire with Russia, quickly deteriorated. President Trump accused President Zelensky of gambling with World War III, abruptly halting the minerals agreement. Vice President J.D. Vance echoed this sentiment, criticizing Zelensky for being antagonistic. Despite the tense encounter, Zelensky expressed hope for salvaging the relationship but emphasized the difficulty of compromising with Russia. The fallout from the meeting led to the cancellation of a planned minerals deal, which was intended as a first step toward a ceasefire with Russia. This abrupt decision has put U.S. military support for Ukraine in jeopardy, with the Trump administration considering ending ongoing military aid. European leaders have expressed strong support for Ukraine, condemning President Trump's treatment of Zelensky and reaffirming their commitment to Ukrainian sovereignty. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz stated, "It is simply wrong and dangerous to deny President Zelensky democratic legitimacy." Meanwhile, Russia reacted with satisfaction to the discord, with former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev describing Zelensky's treatment as a proper rebuke. This incident follows previous criticisms by President Trump, who referred to Zelensky as a dictator without elections, and accused him of wanting to keep the gravy train of U.S. military support going. Trump also claimed that Zelensky had done a terrible job, leaving Ukraine shattered. The strained relations have raised concerns about the future of U.S. support for Ukraine. The Trump administration's stance has led to mixed reactions globally, with some criticizing Zelensky's handling of the situation and others maintaining strong support for Ukraine. Despite the challenges, President Zelensky has emphasized that Ukraine would not enter peace talks without security guarantees against future offensives. He has also warned that it would be very difficult for Ukraine to survive Russia's continuing assault without U.S. support, calling for a united U.S.-Europe front against the aggression. The recent clash between President Trump and President Zelensky has undoubtedly strained U.S.-Ukraine relations. While European leaders continue to back Ukraine, the potential withdrawal of U.S. support could significantly impact Ukraine's defense against Russian aggression. The international community now watches closely as Ukraine navigates this complex geopolitical landscape, striving to maintain its sovereignty and secure lasting peace.
During the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's backed you far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
you
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
Yes. What about
if you didn't have our military equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Again,
I tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of times American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing.
Stay informed about the latest developments in US-Ukraine relations and the ongoing conflict with Russia. Subscribe to our channel for more updates and in-depth analyses on this critical issue. For English news, you can also visit our news website www.theoligo.com. Thank you for your valuable time.